Good morning, everyone. So our topic for today is all about the understanding occupational standard and their rules and curriculum development. At the end of this unit, you should be able to understand the occupational standard and occupational development, identify the rule of occupational standards, and last is recognize the importance of curriculum development. What are occupational standards? Occupational standard describe what a person in a particular occupation must know and be able to do to be formally recognized as a competent in a given occupation. Also, occupational standard provide a good practice framework outlining benchmark against which performance can be assessed. So, ang occupational standard dito nakalagay ang mga tinataglay na karunungan at kaalaman ng mga manggagawa depende sa kanilang trabaho upang masabi na sila ay isang competent. Ito rin ang nagiging batayan upang ma-assess natin ang mga performance. User of occupational standard. First is employers undertaking recruitment, carrying out appraisal and planning staff, professional development and training. So, ang mga empleyado na naghahanap ng mga manggagawa, mga nagpaplano, at mga professional na namumuno sa training. Individuals to help plan their careers and professional development. So, dito naman, iba't ibang individual upang makatulong sa kanilang pagpaplano para sa kaayusan ng kanilang mga career na pinili. Next is educationalists to design courses in formal and non-formal learning, vocational qualification and courses in higher education. So dito naman, ito yung mga natuturo upang maging maganda ang kalalabasan ng mga courses na sa formal man or sa informal learning. Why do we need occupational standard? First is to direct curriculum development. Rather than having educational dictating skill inputted within the labor market, it is now the other way round with occupational standards driving to content and skills and training courses targeted at a particular occupation. So, dito, para maging direkta ang pagkatuto natin sa curriculum, kung dati nakukuha natin ang kaalaman sa pamamagitan ng pagtatrabaho, ngayon sa tulong ng occupational standard, natuto na tayo ng mga kaalaman at kasanayanan sa pamamagitan ng training course na nakadepende sa ating pinili na trabaho. Next is to specify competences with workers need to possess. Occupational standard serve to help both employers and employees know what their job entails and what knowledge, skills, and attitude, worker behaviors they should possess. So dito, para maging specific tayo kung anong competency ang kailangan ng isang manggagawa, ang occupational standard ay tumutulong sa mga employees at mga employee upang malaman kung ano ang mga kaalaman, kasanayan at ugali sa trabaho ang kailangan nilang taglayin. Next is to help certify workers. They provide the opportunity for workers to validate their learning as part of their work experience and obtain certification. So dito, para matulungan na makilala ang isang manggagawa, nagbibigay sila ng pagkakataon sa mga manggagawa upang masuri ang kanilang mga kaalaman bilang parte ng kanilang work experience at upang maibigay sila ng patunay. Next is to help certify workers. They provide the opportunity for workers to validate their learning as part of their work experience and obtain certification. So dito naman, para matulungan na makilala ang isang manggagawa, nagbibigay sila ng pagkakataon sa mga manggagawa upang masuri ang kanilang mga kaalaman bilang parte ng kanilang work experience at upang makapagbigay sila ng patunay. Next is to help employers carry out skills audit. Occupational standards allow and facilitate the process of skills audit within the company carried out by the employers. Employers are those in a position to know what knowledge, skills their workers possesses. So upang matulungan ang mga employers na ma-check ang mga kasanayan, tumutulong din ang occupational standard para maging maayos ang pagsasagawa ng mga kumpanya ng pagsusuri sa kaalaman ng kanilang mga manggagawa dahil ang mga employers ay may karapatan na malaman kung anong klaseng kaalaman at kasanayan mayroon ang isang grupo. Next is to direct professional development within the workforce. Employers wishing to validate their work's competences can utilize occupational standard to identify what workers already are able to do and what additional skills and knowledge they need to acquire in order to obtain full certification. This knowledge thus helps direct investment in continuous professional development within an enterprise to the benefit of both the enterprise and the employers. So, dito, para maging direkta ang pagdidevelop ng bawat manggagawa sa kanilang grupo, ang bawat employers na gustong matingnan ang kanilang kakayahan bilang isang grupo ay maaaring gamitin ang occupational standard upang kilatisin ang mga manggagawa na kaya nang gawin ang isang gawain at kung ano pa ang kulang na kakayahan upang maging buo ang kanilang kaalaman. Dahil dito, ang natutunan nila ay magiging simula sa sunod-sunod na pag-develop sa loob ng kumpanya na may magandang dulot sa kumpanya at sa mga manggagawa. To promote mobility of workers within the labor market and beyond. The existence of occupational standard allow workers to have a reference which employers from other countries can consult to understand what competency potential candidate have to offer. So dito naman, pinapayagan yung mga workers na mag-consult sa ibang countries para malaman at maunawaan kung ano ba yung potential na ino-offer sa isang candidate. Next is curriculum development. Defined as planned, a purposeful, progressive, and systematic process to create positive improvement in the education system. So, dito naman, ang curriculum development, ito yung mga plano na nakakatulong para mag-improve ang educational system or ang kaalaman ng isang employer or ng isang candidate. Importance of curriculum development. Number 1, support the learner's personal development by enhancing their self-respect, confidence, and motivation. Second is help students unleash the skills, abilities, and strength that they possess. Third is teacher modernize, prepare, and innovative. And the last is, it provides answers or solutions to the world pressing condition and problems such as environment, politics, economic, poverty, climate change and sustainable development.
So, I am with Gabriel Ubaldo and my topic is how occupational standards inform competency-based curricula. So, first is what is OS? So, OS or occupational standards are detailed documents that describe the minimum skills, knowledge, and attitudes a person must have to perform a specific job effectively and safely. So, the key features of OS is first is created by industry experts or government bodies. Second is based on real-world job, tasks, and responsibilities. Third is often used for training, assessment, and certification. And the last is can vary per job or industry. So, ang OS o Occupational Standard ay ito ang nagsisilbing guide upang gawin ng isang competency. So, example is yung proper soldering of components. So, in skills, yun nga, kailangan mong matutunan ang tamang pagsulda ng component, and on knowledge ay kung paano ito gagawin ng tama, and last is an attitudes. So, kailangan ang isang trainee ay maingat, marunong sumunod sa safety rules, at marunong din tumulong sa ibang trainees. So, next is what is CBC? So, CBC or Competency-Based Curriculum is a type of educational approach where the focus is on the skills and competencies that learners must demonstrate after completing a learning program. So, instead of just learning theories or memorizing facts, students must show what they can actually do in real-life situation. So, the key features of CBC is first is focus on outcomes or what learners can do. Second is learning is personalized and progress-based. Third is includes both theory and practice. And the last is aligned with industry standards or occupational needs. So, ang CBC naman o Competency-Based Curriculum ay isang curriculum na nakafocus sa mga knowledge or skills na dapat maipakita ng isang trainee in the end of the training. So, hindi sapat na alam lang nila yung isang content, kundi dapat alam din nila kung paano ito gagawin ng tama in real life work. So, next is the connection between OS and CBC. So, occupational standards guide what competencies should be taught, while CBC ensures learners meet industry requirements. So, benefits of using OS in CBC is first, industry relevance. Second is better employability. Third is clear training goals. So, ang OS ay nagsaserve as a guide kung ano ang dapat na malaman at kayang gawin ng isang trainee sa isang trabaho. So, ginagamit ito sa paggawa ng CBC para ma-sure nila na ang mga tinuturo sa paaralan ay tugma sa pangangailangan ng industry, and kailangan na ang mga students ay hindi lamang matututo sa theory, kundi dapat din matuto sila sa actual. So, in summary, occupational standards or OS define the specific skills, knowledge, and attitudes required for a particular job. These standards serve as a foundation for developing competency-based curricula which focus on ensuring that learners acquire and demonstrate these competencies in real-world settings. So, by aligning the curriculum with industry needs through OS, education becomes more relevant, practical, and responsive to employment demands. So, the next reporter is Olaso.
Examples of industry-specific standards. The agenda is the technologies and software development, healthcare, finance, manufacturing, construction, and energy. Technology and development software standard ISO IEC 27001, which is the standard for information security management system, or ISMS. W3C standards guidelines for web technologies to ensure compatibility and accessibility. IEE standards specifications for various technologies such as networking and protocols. The CMMI Capability Maturity Model Integration Framework for improving software development process. The Healthcare HIPAA, which is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, governs to patients and data privacy and security. HL7 Standards for Exchanging Healthcare Information Electronically. ISO 13485, the Quality Management System for the Medical Services. FDA Regulations Standards for Drug Approval and Medication Device Certification. The Finance IFRS International Financial Reporting Standards Guidelines for Financial Reporting and Accounting. The SOX Sarbanes-Oxley Act, U.S. Regulation for Financial Transparency and Fraud Prevention. PCI or DSS, Payment Card Industry Data Secure Standard, ensures that secure processing of credit card information. Basel III, Banking Standard for Risk Management and Capability Adequacy. ISO 9001, Quality Management System to ensure product consistency. Six Sigma, Methodology for improving process quality and reducing defects. ANSI Standards, Guidelines for Product Safety and Manufacturing Efficiency. Lean Manufacturing, Principle focused on waste reduction and efficiency. Construction. OSHA Standards, Safety Guidelines for Construction Sites and Workers. ISO 14001, Environmental Management System for Sustainable Construction Practices. LEED Certifications, Standard for Green Building and Environmental Efficiency. IBC, International Building Code, Guidelines for Building Safety and Construction Process. The Energy, ISO 50001, Energy Management System to improve efficiency to reduce consumption. API Standard, Specification for Oil and Gas Industry Equipment and Processes. NERC Standards, Guidelines for the reliability of the electrical grid. Why industry-specific standards matter? First is the ensure quality. Standards guarantee consistent and reliable products or services. Second is enhance safety. Regulatory standard protect workers, consumers, and the environment. Third, facilitate compatibility. Standards ensure interoperability across system, tools, or technologies. Improve efficiency. Streamlines processes and reduce waste or errors. Last is maintain compliance. Adherence to the standard ensures legal and regulatory approval. How to stay updated on industry standard? First is the following regulatory bodies. Keep track of the updates from the organizations like ISO, IEEE, or OSHA. Second is the healthcare. Join industry groups, participate in professional association or forums specific to your field. training and certification, pursue the relevant certification to learn and apply industry standards, and energy, review industry literature, read white papers, journals, and manuals outlining standard and practices. Thank you.